Again, I am Juan Marlene and this is my co-host.
I am Gecia Florendo.
Today we're talking and discovering China.
Culture and Language Unveiled. Today, we're going to delve into the rich heritage and language of China.
That's right, Miss Gecia. China is one of the most oldest civilizations in the world with a complex history, diverse culture, and stunning language. Let's start by discussing some key elements of the culture.
Yes, the Chinese culture with its 5,000 years of history has many fascinating traditions, including tea ceremonies, calligraphy, and the art of paper cutting. Speaking of traditions, how do the Chinese greet one another?
Well, the standard greetings is ni hao, which means hello in Chinese. However, there are variations depending on who you're greeting and the accusation.
That's interesting. Another unique feature of Chinese culture is their festivals. Can you tell us more about them?
Certainly, Chinese festivals are a time to celebrate and honor their rich history, methodology, and cultural practices. For example, the Spring Festival, also known as Chinese New Year, is a time for families to reunite and share traditional dishes such as dumplings.
Fascinating. Moving on to language. Chinese is known for its complexity, with thousands of characters and tones. Before I ask a question, I remember the pidgins and crayons. It is a new language that developed when speakers and different language come into contact with each other and have a need to communicate. So, how many dialects currently exist in Chinese?
Before I answer your questions, in word of Englishes, if standard English is supposed to be an example of only one norm of the English language, then the term word Englishes would be the norm that includes all varieties of the language. China have many different dialects. There are 8 major, including Mandarins, Cantonese, and Shanghainese. However, Mandarin is the most widely spoken dialect and is considered the official language of China.
Mandarin? Wow! How does the Chinese language differ from other language?
Well, the Chinese language is unique in that it is tonal language, meaning that the tone in which a word is spoken can change its meaning.
Amazing! Now, let's ask each other about some questions about China. Miss Marlene, what do you find most interesting about Chinese culture?
Personally, I found the Chinese festivals to be the most interesting as they are steep history and all have such distinct traditions that are still upheld today. How about you, Miss Gasha?
For me, I find the Chinese language fascinating because of the tones and calligraphic characters. It adds an entirely new dimensions to communication and writing.
That's great, Miss Gasha. Well, we hope you enjoyed our podcast and learned something new about Chinese culture and language. Join us next time as we explore another exciting culture from around the world.